So millions of small businesses are on the verge of going out of business because they can't find workers. They can't keep the ones they hire, even if they pay them a lot more. All the supplies cost more. You've got families whose budgets are being wiped out because inflation is just chipping away at everything they buy. You've got empty store shelves. I've seen it myself with our own eyes, something like out of the third world, where you walk into a grocery store and an entire section is just missing for weeks at a time sometimes. You've got parents who are going through their fourth or fifth 10-day quarantine with their preschooler because even if the kid tests negative the entire time, if one kid in the classroom has it, everyone has to stay home for 10 days. And then on top of that, you've got people looking at America apparently is the only country in the world where you can just walk across its border illegally and just stay. In fact, the government will put you on a plane and fly you somewhere and drop you off. And now to add all of that, Russia's going to invade Ukraine, which is going to trigger all sorts of other global problems that are going to affect our economy as well. These are the things that are happening in the real world. And yet we're going to spend today, in fact, we spent the entire 3 weeks of this new year focused on a fake issue, on a fake voting rights crisis. It's never, you know why no one talks about that issue? Because it doesn't exist. Because it's never been easier to register to vote. It's never been easier to vote. In Florida, you can vote early. Anyone can vote by mail. You can vote on election day at your precinct during a 12-hour period on that day. But that's what Nancy Pelosi and today Chuck Schumer is going to make a big pomp and circumstance deal about it in the Senate, and Joe Biden are focused on. They're focused on these fake problems, not on your problems, on these fake problems, because they're not interested in your problems. They're catering to a radical political base that they think they need to have a chance to even win any elections. They're focused on these radicals that demand amnesty now and open borders. They're using the hateful language of these radicals who say that America is inherently evil and anyone who disagrees with them is a racist. They're focused on the ideas coming from these staffers that walk around, with the fancy Swedish backpacks and have the laptops with the Bernie Sanders stickers on them, as if somehow that reflects the views of the broader country. That's what they're focused on. Look, it's one thing when your leaders disagree on how to solve problems. But what we have is something else. What we have are leaders that are ignoring the real problems in order to focus on fake problems that happen to be the pet issues of a small group of people.